What's up guys, welcome to another video. If you're new here, this video is part of a series called Jam Sesh where I will, play a song and then just talk and share a story or an experience. But in today's video, we have some more knowledge bombs from my homie Truman, and he's going to be talking a little bit about Tom Bilyeu's top book recommendation, a little bit about what it talks about. So I'm really excited to, have you guys hear what Truman has to say. Super valuable information, and if you, gain something from it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the videos. So let's jump into it.
All right, we out here in the parking lot. What's up, True?
Yo, what up?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. I'm just chilling. Beautiful day out here. I've been listening to this book called Mindset, and
Okay.
do you remember when we met Tom Bilyeu?
Did you read anything? Did anybody guide you? Do you have any mentorship?
Mostly brilliant people writing books and me reading those books and having the sense to open myself to be changed by them. And I think a lot of people read a book, but they don't go, I'm now going to act differently. I'm going to act in accordance with what I just read.
Fear change.
Yeah, for sure. And so I embraced it and thought, if I'm going to spend the time reading it, then I should really let these things change me.
Yeah.
And he handed us a book,
Oh, yeah.
Mindset.
Oh.
I found out that he has a reading list, and he orders it in importance of which ones you should read. And Mindset by Carol Dweck is at the top of the list.
Like number one?
Yeah, number one. And so I downloaded the audiobook, and I've been just listening to it. It's really like shifting. I mean, everything shifts my perspective, but it's like it.
Dude,
made
if your
me,
perspective isn't constantly shifting,
yeah,
you're not learning.
You're not leveling up.
It's living life in phases, like Tame Impala says.
Yeah, exactly. So the main premise of the book is that there's essentially two types of people in the world. There's fixed mindset people and growth mindset people.
Okay.
And the trick is that like you can be a fixed mindset in one area and a growth mindset in another. Like for instance, me, like with like outside of schooling, I feel like I'm like I will read a bunch of books and I'll get the knowledge that I need to get. But when it came to school, I was like I thought I was just dumb, But when it comes to outside of school, I don't see myself as just black and white, like dumb or smart.
Yeah.
I see that intelligence is something that you get better at. By the more you learn, the better you get. Same with like skateboarding. It's like you have a growth mindset with skateboarding or skiing.
Like before you can tray flip, you have to kick flip first.
Yeah, and like to be able to even like start doing tricks with like skateboarding or skiing, you have to realize that you're able to, and like you have to have that mindset of like I don't know how to do it right now, but I will learn how to do it. The fixed mindset people would be like, oh, what? Nah, like I can't do that. Like
They're already telling themselves.
and they won't attempt it because with a fixed mindset, you see it as you either have it or you don't. And like with some areas of my life, I feel like I wrongly believe that I have it or I didn't. And like when you have that mindset, you don't attempt to change because you believe that you can't do it. Like you believe it's whatever. Like it's you have it or you don't. Like Michael Jordan, like a lot of people will use like Tiger Woods or Michael Jordan as an example of like, well, he was just born balling, but in reality he wasn't. If you could go in a time machine and go back to that moment, he was outside balling every day.
He got cut from the high school team.
Yeah, and he was practicing every single day because he had a growth mindset of, oh, I'm not good at it now, but I can be if I put the work in. Like the people, like when you have a fixed mindset, you think that like what you are is what you are, and there's no use in trying because you can't change human behavior. But with a growth mindset, you understand that you can change human behavior, and you therefore will take the steps to do it. And so, like I said before, it's like it's not that you are just black or white, like I'm a fixed mindset person or a growth mindset person. It's like it depends on the area. Like when it comes to skateboarding or like learning a new subject, like for me, I have a growth mindset, but I've realized that like when it comes to like business, for some reason I like thought that I you know, you have it or you don't. Like you're either Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, or you're not. It's cool when you're like crushing it, but then when you're not, it's like, oh wait, like I'm not any of these guys, so like what's the point in trying, you know? But if you flip it to the growth mindset, you understand that, like, again, like Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk, like Elon Musk was like, he's of course a very intelligent person, but he was like he was practicing code all day long when he was younger, and like.
And how many times has that dude failed?
Countless.
How many times was Tesla a failure for?
Countless. And that's another thing, is that the way that you look at failure depends on what mindset you're in. Like, because going back to like skateboarding, like when you do a kickflip and you mess up, do you call that like a failure? Like it's you messed up and it's a mistake, but it's like every time you
it's like an attempt.
Yeah, it's an attempt, and every time you don't land a kickflip, it's just one step closer to getting it.
Yeah.
And once you get it, you get it, and like you're like, oh, sick, I got it.
Yeah.
But like people that have a fixed mindset, they try kickflip and they're like, see, like I'm not Tony Hawk, like I can't
I
do
told
this.
you I couldn't do this.
I told you, and like, so it's. You have to be very careful of how you're approaching challenges in your life. Like if it's coming at it from a fixed mindset of like, I can't do that, you know? But if it's a growth mindset of like, yeah, I couldn't do it and I can't do it right now, but I can't do it yet. And like that yet on the end is gonna make all the difference, because then you have some hope of like, I can actually accomplish this if I put in the work and like put some effort in. And so, for everyone out there watching, have a growth mindset.
You just hear over and over and over and over from entrepreneurs is everything is my fault. Everything's my fault, right? And the reason that entrepreneurs do that is, whether it's true or not, it keeps you in control. It puts you in a power position, and it forces you to ask the question, what could I be doing differently? So if this is a result that I'm getting with my current thoughts, behaviors, actions, what results could I get if I change them? And by maintaining that power, by never being a victim, by never giving your authority and power over to somebody else and saying that they have control over me, or it's circumstances, it's the neighborhood I grew up in, or the economy, or whatever, by always saying this is my fault, and what can I do to change it, you'll be able to do the things you need to do to achieve the goals that you want, because you look at an obstacle as something that can be overcome, go around, go under, go through it, whatever the case, but it's my responsibility.
All right, so that wraps it up for this video. Huge shout out to Truman for being in the video. If you enjoyed this video, again, it would really mean a lot if you liked, commented what you liked, and then subscribed. And we have new videos every week. Be sure to keep your eye out, and we'll see you guys in the next one.